Hey everybody, welcome to Weeb Wednesday. I'm Malleable Persona as always, and I'm here with Kat. And
Hi,
we
it me.
may be dealing with technical issues. Because
Yeah,
if you didn't join us on the impromptu drawing slash world building live stream, it was on Sunday.
yes, it was Sunday night.
Yeah,
Well, it was
Kat,
actually like it was actually like Monday at midnight, or at least for
yeah,
me it was.
because
But
Cat's video card decided to give up the ghost.
yeah, just absolutely died on me midstream. I was desperately hoping that I would get a fucked up clip out of it, like a haunted ass clip, but it didn't happen.
Nope, it
I'm
just
so
closed
I'm
out.
so mad about it. I'm actually weirdly enough, I am more upset about the fact that I didn't get a fucked up VOD out of it than I am that the fucking card died on me. I
That,
don't know why.
I
I
guess it's
wanted
your.
the haunted clip.
I guess it was just your one opportunity to get a haunted clip, and you didn't get it.
I guess, yeah.
Uh, yeah. So unfortunately, no haunted clip, and that does mean,
Yeah, it just ends unceremoniously, and that pisses me off.
yeah, because
Like not even the audio got fucked up. It's just
yeah, all I got out of your audio was "oh hello," which I assume is when your screen went fucky, and then everything went dark.
yeah, I was like, huh? What the fuck? And yeah, I sent you an image of what it looks like when I try to turn it back on, and that's what happened across all three of my screens at the same time. In
Uh,
mid conversation about the fucking marshmallows,
yeah, just mid conversation about fucking marshmallows,
of all things.
of all things. Let's see here. In fact, I'm gonna grab that because that was suitably fucky.
Yeah, uh, it's it's very recognizable to anyone who's had their VRAM get corrupted or cooked or whatever the fuck happened to it
Yeah.
before. Because I showed this picture off to a whole bunch of people, and like at least like four different people saw that image and went, "Ah, yeah, your VRAM's cooked, buddy."
Yeah.
It's like, ah, shit. There's no coming back from that one.
Yeah.
I can't even like clean the pins or something for that. That one's just fucked.
Yeah, that one's just fucked. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time for us to get Kat a new video card so we can actually continue with Umineko as well. But yes, that is what it looked like, and that is
Oh, do you have it up on your screen now?
yeah. Yep, I've got it up on my
Oh yeah,
screen.
yeah. That's just like a picture I took with my phone.
Yep.
Oh, I need another fucking captioner link, by the way.
Oh, already. All right. Me. There you go. Uh, so yeah, that's primarily what we've been fucking dealing with. Is that because yeah, that kind of fucks some things out. Cat's working on a very small screen right now to make this kind of work.
Yeah, I'm literally on 800 by 600 right now. It is horrific. This is awful.
Yeah, because it's the only way to like not have the video card be used in shit itself.
I literally can't even use it at all. Whenever I try to turn it on, my screen does what you're seeing on Mal's screen right now.
Ah, yeah. That's right. That's right. So yeah, just a bit unfortunate. Thankfully, we can get a video card within early next month, but
Fucking hopefully. I like this is like the perfect fucking timing too for this to die on me because like not even like an hour after this happened, fucking like there was like a tariff that's announced to be coming on micro or not micro fucking semiconductors from Taiwan, and like the only two places that you want to buy a GPU from are AMD and Nvidia, because like fuck Intel, and Nvidia and AMD both import their semiconductor wafers from Taiwan.
Yeah, big oof. We're hoping that those tariffs or the after effects of just announcing them do not affect prices before we can pay for it.
Odds, please, no.
So we'll figure out something though, because we need to make sure Kat can make the pretty pictures.
Or at the very least, not like kill myself trying to like read or like talk to people.
On
Have
this
I sent you a
tiny
picture of what
screen.
my Discord looks like right now?
You did not.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me go to our DMs so that like I'm not showing anything weird.
Yeah.
Let me just give you a full screenshot, the full thing. This is exactly what it looks like to me.
Oh Lord.
It is the smallest thing.
It is so tiny.
At least like if 50% of my screen, if not more, is taken up entirely by the server list, the friends list, and then the little like you're in a call thing at the top of the screen.
Yeah. Oh no. We'll get you sorted, but fuck, that sucks.
Yeah, I even tried to play some indie games using the integrated graphics card that's like just on the motherboard, because every motherboard has something like that.
Yeah.
But the indie game that I tried was Slay the Spire. Guess what Slay the Spire absolutely requires to even launch in the first place?
A lot more screen space.
Actually, no. It's a similar to DirectX. It's called OpenGL. It
Oh,
requires
yeah.
OpenGL 2.0, and the one that I've got only supports OpenGL 1.4.
Oof. Big oof.
So I can't even play a fucking card game.
Yeah. Oh, man. Blade of Spire is pretty good, too.
I was finally gonna try it after like watching other people play it for how long has that fucking game been out? 6 years?
Something like that. With the sequel on the horizon. Let's see, 2017.
2017. Yeah, so closer to 7, 8 years. I was finally gonna try it, but I can't. So I guess I'm not gonna.
At least not for now.
Get out of here, Phoenix. Well, I generally don't play card games in the first place, so
Ah, gotcha.
I don't think I'm going to end up playing it if I can't play it right now. It was like a desperation move to like get my video game fix, you know?
Makes sense, I suppose.
It's gonna break my heart, but I need to find out if Tales of Maj'Al requires something that my integrated graphics thingy doesn't fucking support either. 'Cause that's a roguelike. I could play a roguelike.
You might be into the second one. There's a new character, the Necrobinder.
I'm into the idea of all of the characters in the first game.
That's fair. Like they are.
And
They
in
are
fact,
good
I liked
concepts.
the defect so much that I decided to make a runic golem, and ended up making Hecate for Cinderfall.
Gotcha.
Which, for people who don't know, that is my 6'6" lesbian robot witch. She's enormous. I love her.
Yeah, I am definitely looking forward to Slay the Spire too.
I like the Watcher enough that I actually built a entire series of traits based around Deva form for AWRPG.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, that is ripe for
Ostensibly, the
fucking
Wandering God is
ideas.
supposed to use those, but I haven't gotten to play the Wandering God, so. But yeah, I really like the idea of it. I just don't like the fact that it's a card game because I don't like card games.
Fair enough.
That's the only problem I have with it.
Yeah, fair.
Like this is like entirely personal preference sort of deal. Like you guys can have all the card games you want. I don't care. But I
Yeah.
just generally don't like them myself.
Yeah, so
What is the last card game that I played?
yeah, the
Shit.
Necrobinder actually gets a little minion that is their giant skeletal left hand.
That's pretty sick. I think the closest thing to a card game that I've played in the last 10 years was the Magic the Gathering ARPG MMO sort of deal.
Ah.
And I did also still kind of hate that.
So let's see. Well, you have been working before that. You were working on the desert area, real fucked up setting.
Yes. I still don't have a name for it, and I probably won't for a while because this is the kind of thing where like I will end up writing several not chapters, but like enough excerpts to make several chapters, and then I'll find some phrase inside one of those, and it'll jump out at me and be like, "That's the name for the setting," like I did with Little Gods.
Yeah, totally fair.
It's like actually, I want to know. I can never find any information about this when I look it up, but I want to know where the Tower of God thing came from in Korean like pop culture. Like, where the fuck did that come from? You know, like this 100 to 4 tower that, like, once you reach the top, you become a god or you get a wish granted or whatever. Like, where did that come from? It's used in so much shit I want to know, but all I can find whenever I Google it is Christian shit. And not even anything to do with, like, fiction, but actual, like, Bible passages and shit. It's like, that's not what I'm looking for, man.
Yeah.
It kills me. But the setting is based around the idea that there are like thousands of these kinds of towers spread throughout the entire world, and people build fucking theocratic city states around them and try to climb them and fail hardcore. And their efforts to climb them end up fucking the world up even worse because mortals have no chill.
Oh, okay. So interesting little thing just because I did happen upon the Tower of God wiki. The author, SIU, majored in visual arts education on a university level before being conscripted into the South Korean military by advice of a senior in the army. He started drawing cartoons during this period. He drew 10 books worth of practice cartoons, which form the backbone of Tower of God.
Good fucking gods, that's a lot. 10 books worth?
Yep.
Over the normal enlistment period for the South Korean conscription? Shit, dude, that's a fucking lot. Oh my god. How in the goddamn did he do that?
I guess really fucking bored.
I
Or
guess. Fuck me.
something. Unfortunately, does not have any of the historical bit about where the tower concept comes from, but that was still an interesting tidbit.
That's a way I could phrase it. 1 second. Korean fiction climbing tower. So what's that from? Yeah, here we go. Here's a Reddit thread asking exactly what it's about. It's like there are two main trends in manhwa that like I have no idea where they come from, and most people don't seem to know either. It's the tower climbing and the gates. Gates is fairly simple. Like it's the idea of like, okay, well, what if interdimensional invaders? We've seen that before, right? But the climbing a tower thing, what the fuck?
Yeah, that is. It is a very specific concept, which is a good concept. It's just it's a very specific one. For me, I played through Ender Magnolia. That has been fun. Very much enjoyed my time with that game, and I'm sure I'll revisit. It's just it doesn't have a new game plus yet, so nothing more to dive into.
Okay, I'm reading that it's that people think it's probably from MMOs and RPGs where there's like towers or dungeons with multiple levels, and someone was just like, "What if we make it have 100 of them?"
Yeah, what if
And that's the only one that you get. It's just like the one tower, and there's 100 levels in it.
Yeah, what if 100 and you get a wish granted?
That's a good point because SAO also had the tower system.
Yep. Yeah, Sword Art
I
Online.
completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Like the main dungeon was like the tower. It wasn't called the tower. It was like Einkrad. It was like a floating castle or some shit like that. Not a tower, but close to fuck enough. It didn't even have the. It even had the 100 fucking floors.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, absolutely. So technically it counts, even though its floors are a little bit different than what I would expect, but that's kind of cool anyway.
I think that's because like the modern version of it is like that each level is basically a world in and of itself, right?
Yeah.
Rather than like a level of a dungeon. Which I quite like that interpretation of it as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think for the Tower Garden setting, it's going to be that each individual tower is completely unique in some form or fashion. So some of them will be just like dungeons, others will be like literal tower cities, others are probably more like what we see today in Manhwa.
Makes sense.
Okay, there's a game called Tower of Druaga. That might be it. Because apparently that's from the 80s. Yeah, it's a 60 floor enormous tower with a giant fucking demon at the top of it.
Ah,
So this might
enough.
actually like be one of the first, if not the first. Interesting.
All right. And then just kind of evolved until we see it as recognizable.
Yeah, okay, so it does have origins in Abrahamic myth, actually. The Tower of Babel. Apparently, the creator of the Tower of Druaga took inspiration from Sumerian, Mesopotamian, Babylonian mythology, including the Epic of Gilgamesh and the Tower of Babel.
Which, fair, because, yeah, that makes sense. Ascend to heaven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, and the number 60 that it used was inspired by the Sunshine 60, which was the tallest building in Japan at the time.
Ah, okay. I mean, that's one way to just go, all right, I need to figure out a number. Yeah, that sounds cool.
I wonder when it evolved to 100 floors then. Because there's a big gap between the, like, 1984, I think it was, that this was released in. Yeah, 1984 and, like, SAO and all them in the early 2000s. Early to mid 2000s when they were being written.
Yeah. Granted, I've heard of dungeons with 100 floors before, so maybe it kind of like a mutual evolution of, Oh yeah, we can
it
actually
could be
make
like,
100 floors.
because like I know a lot of like early manga and anime were inspired by tabletop RPGs, which is exactly how it went here in the States too. Like a lot of early fantasy was inspired by like people's D&D campaigns and shit. So
Yeah, absolutely. Like a lot of that stuff is basically, TTRPG stuff.
now I'm curious where the idea of the gods are watching you came from. But like that's research for later in the ramble section.
Yeah. Uh but yeah, other than that, I haven't been up to all that much.
You know exactly what I've been up to. I've been sending you screenshots of what I've been up to. Just like endless snips of people making stupid faces in comics.
Yeah. Which I mean fair. Best thing to actually read is something you can just scroll down through right now.
Yeah. I can't even read it on Webtoon either because Webtoon doesn't focus your screen automatically on the center of the the comic itself, and it doesn't resize the comic to fit your screen either. So I'm having to read on pirate sites even for shit that actually has an official like translation that's for free, just because I can't access the site right now,
Yeah, fair.
which is upsetting.
Yeah, that is deeply upsetting. Yeah, hopefully we'll get you sorted like within the first days of the month.
Actually, I could probably read the ones that are on Webtoon on my phone. That sounds really fucking annoying, but I could do it.
Yeah, probably.
That's how they're supposed to be consumed. Like that's why they're long strips in the first place, is for people to read a chapter while they're going to work or whatever. But like, I just don't like using my phone.
That's fair.
I've always been like that. Like even when I was like at 10, and I got my first cell phone, I was like, if I can't play like Snake or whatever on it, I don't give a shit. I don't want to. I don't want to see this. Get it away from me.
I'll at least listen to like podcasts and stuff.
Oh, I always had just like like an MP3 player or whatever that I would download stuff on and just load it onto the MP3 player and play that instead.
Fair enough.
So the MP3 player can't interrupt me with a text message or a phone call. I am beginning to realize that there were signs of my antisocial nature very early on.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Fascinating. God damn knee. Sorry. Went to put my foot on my footrest and my knee popped. Yes, Phoenix, I know. What do you want, fat boy? Yeah, I'm not gonna give you anything.
All right, give me a heads or tails.
Um, I said tails last time, so tails again.
All right, we are doing Sakamoto days.
Okay, let me swap the image over because it should have been sat on it on the entire time. You're okay, Phoenix, fat boy. That's actually good because we get more to talk about in Sakamoto Days today, I think.
Yeah,
So,
we've got a decent
well,
amount to talk about.
while there was some good stuff in Don today, it was mostly characterization,
Yeah, yeah.
not plot points. It's just, the gremlins being more gremlin-y than usual. Now that they don't have the threat of whatever the fuck hanging over them.
Yep.
But anyway, my prediction last stream was wrong. I thought we might, just like skip to the next day or like a few days later, but no, it started at the fucking amusement park again.
Yeah, right after they captured the guy. Yeah.
Fucking when they're trying to interrogate him and Lou just like grabs his knife and just like sticks him in the chest real quick.
Yeah.
Brutal girl. Brutal.
Yeah, like she's like, I've got your knife. I can stab you at any time I want to. and I am going to slowly drip the antidote.
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly pour the antidote out on the floor
And I do
until you start talking.
And I do appreciate they point out while he thinks, yeah, don't be afraid of dying isn't the same thing as having a death wish.
Yeah, that is good.
While I think his ideology is still kind of not great, at least there's that part of it where he's like, I don't have a fucking death wish. I'm not trying to get myself killed. I love the capture actually picked that up.
Oh, me calling Phoenix a fat piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, so they're interrogating the guy, and they find out working for a pretty shit company. That makes...
Yeah, we also hear of the JAA for the second time I think it is, or the first time.
Yeah, like this is the second time we heard of it, I think, in the show, because there was a JAA at the start, with the dossier and going, oh yeah, we just got this from the JAA.
Yeah, you're right. But we actually got to know like what the fuck it stands for, which is the Japanese Association of Assassins.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just anime John Wick.
Yeah, it's just an association. They're the ones who help distribute jobs, but there can be individual groups of assassins who decide to group up in one way or another, like this guy's company or the other place we've heard of, The Order.
Go! Fucking cat! Sorry.
But yes,
he's being a bastard.
The Order, which is some sort of organization that was practically a fucking myth. And they ask, hey, the guy who got tied up asks, hey, were you actually a part of the Order? And Sakamoto doesn't say anything, but that's also enough of an indication to go, oh, but yeah, it is real then.
Yeah, because like if you don't even at least be like laugh in his face about it, like they're gonna be like, oh well, yeah, obviously it's real then.
Yeah, like whether he's in it or not, whether he was in it or not, Sakamoto knows that it exists. So they take his knives off of him, just stuff the shit away and go, yeah, we're not here to kill you. We're not going to kill you. We're here to enjoy the amusement park. And
he's like, you're just gonna let me go? It's like, yeah, dude, we're not here to kill people. We're here for the amusement park. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, absolutely. And they kind of had to pretend that, because during the fight, he was there on stage, but they just say, oh yeah, this guy's here is practicing escape acts. Because the Sakamoto's wife and daughter came upon them doing the interrogation.
I still can't remember his wife's name.
Yeah. But yeah. So just as they're walking off, she comes back up to the guy and goes, hey, you did a really good job. It was really cool. Here's a Band-Aid.
And just like slaps a Band-Aid on his arm.
Yeah, just a cute, colorful Band-Aid. And he was about to cut himself out and like attack them, and he's like, nah, I'm not feeling it. Which I love.
This dude's just sitting there like, this guy, this fucking weirdo is like, man, these people are weird, aren't they? Shit.
Yeah, I fucking love that. Enter the bisexual couple that comes up to you at the bar.
Yeah. Saw you from across the bar. Really like your vibe.
Yeah, like that is what they look like. And she's into him for one thing. Like, she, she, she always, like, thinks to herself how fucking cool he is for some goddamn reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking these two fucking weirdos.
Yeah, they're two fucking weirdos.
Which of course they are, because like it's a John Wick style anime assassin bullshit drama. So like all of the characters are of course really fucking weird.
Yeah, they're real fucking weird. Which, fair enough, I guess. So these two are very deadly individuals. And
Yeah,
counter
apparently they
to...
killed over like 100 people in a single day during some fucking battle or some shit.
Yeah, and counter to what the guy said earlier, these two get to actually operate as a duo, when usually they're expected to act as singles. Because they're part of the same company this guy was part-timing in.
Yeah, it starts with a Dean. I don't remember the full thing.
Yeah.
I should have written it down. Oh well.
Oh well. So yeah, they are intending to, well, continue with the whole assassination thing. But we find out the guy on the left here does know Sakamoto. And so they're pretty concerned and worried because, well, they just dealt with an assassination attempt already, but they can't just leave because that would ruin family time.
Yeah, and Sheen is still shaking off the effects of the poison that he was hit with.
Yeah, the poison plus the antidote. He's got brain fog, so he can't detect thoughts as easily. He can still pick up Sakamoto's thoughts because he's, like, nearby. But that's about it.
I would assume that his, like, effective range is much lower, right?
Yeah, his effective range is much lower. Probably works best on people he can actually see. Like, they don't spell out exactly what his limitations are, but his detection skills just are not present. Which is only a slight detriment, honestly, because he's actually still physically skilled.
Yeah, like he's very like competent at like what he does.
Yeah. So at first you're like, this isn't really a great place for assassinations. We're doing okay. And then the wife and daughter want to go into the haunted house.
They all just like collectively shit their pants.
Yep. Granted, one of them shits their pants more.
Yeah, Lou is apparently very
Easily
scared.
Yeah. Which, I mean, same, but one of us is in the mafia and one of us isn't.
True.
Or was in the mafia, I should say. A, your family's dead. B, you're not exactly going to be part of the mafia when you aren't killing anybody.
Like, you at least gotta be doing some illegal shit for it, right? Like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have some sort of enterprise going.
I have nothing for you, Ember. Stop looking at me like that.
So, Lou is having some liquid courage, which we find out is liquid courage. It is alcohol.
She claims it's a fucking like family remedy, but when Sheen gets a hold of the bottle and sniffs it, it's just alcohol.
Yeah, it's just a very
She's just
strong
like
alcohol.
taking shots over there.
Yeah, and she gets drunk. So during all this, they are dealing with attacks from Just some low-level guys at first.
Yeah, I think Sakamoto says he's a rookie. Or
Yeah,
maybe that's Sheen when Sakamoto passes him his fucking
yeah,
assassin ID card
yeah,
that they have for some reason.
yeah. They have a JAA membership card, which kind of shows how much impunity they operate with. To be honest, because cops are not going to catch most of these people.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But yeah, Sheen says this guy's a rookie, has only been there for like a month or something. Um, but that becomes a slight problem when uh a whole bunch of them show up in a zombie horde, and B,
Yeah,
so,
but like all these dudes are fucking disguised as like various people in the haunted houses. Because of course you would, right? Like if you were gonna assassinate someone in a haunted house, that's what you would do.
yeah, you dress up like you're part of the haunted house, and that allows you to get closer. Because getting up in someone's face is part of a haunted house. Uh, but yeah, guy on the left fucking like lariats Sakamoto and sends him up into a higher floor away from his family. So it's up to Liu and Shin to deal with the woman there and not let something happen to the wife and daughter who do get knocked out.
Yeah. Thankfully they're unconscious for like most, if not all of this, so they don't actually see any of this shit go down.
Yeah,
But damn.
yeah, damn. So they'll probably think, oh, something just happened and we passed out. So to go over the backstory, guy on the left here was part of the JAA when Sakamoto was 15 and he was 14 or something like that.
Yeah, some shit like that when they were still teenagers, basically.
And he liked to hang out with Sakamoto. And he thought they were friends. But fucking Valentine's Day rolls around. And not only does Sakamoto actually get like gifts and shit where he doesn't, Sakamoto is talking to oh gosh, why am I blanking on his name? But the guy who can transform.
Nagumo?
Yeah, Nagumo.
Okay. I'm glad they said his name during this episode because I would have not remembered it otherwise.
Yeah. So they and Nagumo asks, "Hey, who's that guy by you, Sakamoto?" And he goes, no clue. And he's real salty about that. Like very much so. Like,
yeah, it's interesting though because he continues to hang out with these two after that, after getting snubbed like that.
yeah, that is a little weird.
Because there's like scenes of him sitting at the table with both of them and not just Sakamoto.
Yeah, that is weird because yeah, Nagumo wouldn't ask after having talked with this guy and heard his weird details for his weapon idea.
Which is a cool weapon, but
Though
it
Sakamoto
needs better naming sense.
yeah, though Sakamoto says it's cringe.
Yeah, I think it's mostly like the naming sense that's cringe. It's like having a tool to like launch small bombs at dudes. God damn it, small bombs.
I didn't even think about that.
Having a tool to launch small bombs at dudes seems pretty fucking useful when you're an assassin, right?
Yeah, and even using the bombs to propel his fist for punching.
Also very inventive. Like it's interesting. It's cool if you could actually make that work, which you couldn't in real life. Like that, yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
badass, but I can't believe Sakamoto never like learned this dude's name. It's fucked up.
Yeah, just never learn this dude's name. Yeah, and yeah, a lot of the women in the JAA would just give this guy and Nagumo like so much chocolate. So much chocolate. Which, I mean, fair. But yeah, I will
Yeah,
not.
like they are like anime handsome, so
Yeah, they are anime handsome at the time. Uh, and yeah, talking about that, like the guy on the left here does beat the shit out of Sakamoto for a minute, but then
yes, we actually get to see him on the ropes a little bit.
yeah, but then fucking fog takes over, like dust and everything, and suddenly stepping out from the fucking rubble is Sakamoto
Sakamoto
as he
Prime.
was before he became pudgy.
Yeah, Sakamoto Prime.
Yeah. Which it leads me to two different possible conclusions. A, this man is wearing a fat suit.
I sincerely doubt that.
I sincerely doubt that. B, he has some transformation skill like Nagumo does.
Potentially, but there was actually a lot of really good comments in the anime today. It's like people were saying, "It's like, man, he punched the fat off him."
Yeah, yeah. Like, okay, apparently some fucking bombs burned off his fat.
There was also a couple of jokes based around the dude's name. The dude on the left, whose name is hard boiled. I think that he says
Yeah, like part of his title is hard
boiled for
boiled.
short. Yeah, boiled for short. Like there are a lot of jokes about like boiled the fat off him and everything.
Nice. I do like the pineapple grenade shirt.
Yeah, I wonder what his wife's response is gonna be when she wakes up to find Sakamoto Prime.
I have to assume he's going to change back.
Maybe.
Though maybe she'll wake up like part way through but fall back asleep.
I just think, considering this is a comedy, like there would be better jokes if she did see it and then started like pestering him about it. And we get to see Sakamoto fucking terrified again.
That's fair. That's fair. Um, yeah. Though eventually, I feel like they're going to have to fucking tell her, hey, we're not killing anybody, but people are trying to kill us, so that requires some use of violence to keep them from killing us. And
Yeah,
to protect
probably.
people.
I can't imagine that she's gonna stay ignorant of it for like ever, you know?
Yeah, like I don't see that. Though the larger the company gets, the more people will be able to distract them.
It's true, but I don't know if they're gonna recruit too many more people.
We'll have to see. Cause I mean, you could go, oh, okay, dude's gonna be part timer at the store. He's not gonna be there every day to, be part of the main cast, but you can go, wait, I'm leaving. I need you to cover for me.
Yeah, potentially, but I don't know.
We'll have to see.
I
But
purposely did not read any of the manga for this, so I have no
yeah,
idea what's going on. I have
yeah,
no idea where this is going.
yeah. Though I
I'm
do,
ready and eager.
yeah, because honestly, like Sakamoto days, like I don't feel the necessity to read the manga.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it'll get there when we get to the end of the show, but right now, not so much.
Yeah, like I feel no necessity to go and read the manga. I can enjoy this from week to week.
I do have the urge to go read the manga for Don Da Don, but that's just because like I mostly just want to see Momo lose her shit at stuff more.
That's fair. Lou shows off some drunken fist in her combat with the woman there.
Yeah, and we find out that she's an emotional drunk.
Yep.
Because of course, like these two are actually pretty skilled, so they do get Lou and Sakamoto on the back foot. I'm sure just at first, and so she starts threatening Shin to get Lou to actually fight harder and everything, and then Lou just fucking starts bawling.
Yeah, she just cries like, "No, Lou, or no, Shin, I can't do this. I'm sorry."
And then like all of the assassins in the room, including Shin, are just like, "She's an emotional drunk. What? The fuck is happening?"
Yeah, it's real good.
I think it's a great episode, honestly.
Yeah, this was a
What
real
are
good
you looking
episode.
at, Cat?
We got a lot of details. We've got some, indications of what might happen going forward. We've gotten another thing about the order.
Is that what you wanted, buddy? Did you just want some butt switches? You
Yeah,
are causing like 8 static shocks on my hands a second.
yeah. We find out about the order. We've settled things with that poison assassin guy who might show up again, at the very least to protect
All right, get out of here.
Anna.
Bullshit. Yeah, I could see him showing up to protect Hannah again.
Yeah.
Or showing up again to protect her, rather. Sorry.
Yep.
Misordered my words there. Making it seem like he already protected her from something.
Yeah.
Which he hasn't.
But yeah, I could see him showing up again for that at least. But I mean, who knows? Maybe he will work part-time at the store. Like, it's a good rate. And doesn't require, working for a shit assassin company.
I think he enjoys his job too much, though. I don't think he'd quit to work at Sakamoto's shop.
That's fair. So maybe he'll be more like Nagumo and just kind of show up every now and then.
That could be funny. Yeah. It's like occasionally like scare the shit out of Sheen.
Yeah, just kind of drop in, bully Sheen, give Hana some candy, leave.
Yeah. Sounds right to me.
But yeah, I do like these characters, and I like the fact that we're not going to kill them. Not because they don't deserve to get killed for some of the shit they're pulling, but just because we get to see them again, and they're actually really funny.
Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, that's about it. Is we're prepped to see what fucking Sakamoto Prime does.
I can't wait. That's gonna be really fucking good because this man was he's already superhuman when he's
Pudgy.
fat
Yeah.
and slow.
Yeah. So yeah, and like we predicted, somebody is pushing Sakamoto to his limits, like making him actually get serious.
It's great. I'm eager to see it, and I gotta. How the fuck are Sheen and Lou gonna get the fuck out of that situation, though?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll have to see. Granted, it might be the Sakamoto who comes back in again.
Good, but I somehow doubt that because the way that they've been setting everything up is that
Like they're being separated on
Sakamoto
purpose.
does, yeah, but the authors like Sakamoto takes care of half of it, and then everyone else takes care of half of it themselves in that way, right?
Yeah, yeah. So we'll have to see. At the very least, it'll probably be the comedic part of it, like the bigger comedy part of that episode. Because Sakamoto is actually getting serious. So Lou being drunk and engaging in drunken fist.
I feel like Sheen's going to somehow con his way out of getting out of that trap.
I could see that.
But that's the only real theory I have.
The only
Because
other
I'm tired. So I don't know.
The only other thing I could think of is Nagumo shows up.
That would be interesting.
Whether he actually gets involved in the fighting or just cuts Shin loose. Because Duke
or even just acts as a distraction for a couple seconds.
Yeah, like Duke can transform, just be one of the zombies, go up to the restraint, let Shin out.
Yeah. He did seem to care enough to drop by to give Sakamoto the warning, so.
Yep. Yeah, he cared enough to do that, so he might care enough to actually go to the amusement park and keep tabs on what's going on. And maybe not get involved in the fighting, but just cut Shin loose and leave. All right, I think that is it for Sakamoto Days.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. Just a fun show. Go watch it.
Yeah, very fun show. Please watch it. It is genuinely like one of the best shows this season. Next up, Don Da Don.
Yeah.
These two fucking nerds.
Yeah, most of this episode is just like Momo and Okaru just like being gremlins, as always.
Yeah, but also being emotionally stunted gremlins.
Yeah, like they're still teenagers, right? They're like they're fucking 16.
Yeah. So,
they're getting in their heads a lot about each other.
Yeah.
Although I do have to say that Momo's voice actor absolutely fucking kills it when she's sitting at her desk, like tapping her hand on the desk, like screaming in her head that she wants to talk to Okarun about, like, fucking
alien nonsense,
UFOs and all that shit.
Yeah, because
absolutely fucking kills it. It's like, gods.
Yeah, because Okarun isn't sure that Momo wants to talk to him more. But then, well, she does, of course. You fucking nerd. And then he's real happy and doesn't mind the bullying. He's like, I got a friend. And then they go look for each other, keep constantly missing each other. Run into each other. And then Momo's Gyaru friends are like, oh, those two were kissing.
Yeah, because they fucking like literally walked into each other and even smashed their teeth against each other. Which, fucking ow. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but ow.
Yeah, ow. But
it's quite painful.
Yeah, and then of course those two get all flustered, say, no, of course not, never, and separate. That only lasts as long as some popular girl, or at least just some attractive girl, walks up to Okarun and like kind of flirts with him, and then goes and laughs about it.
Yeah, starts fucking shit talking him as she's walking away.
Yeah, so Momo drops a fucking washing tub on her with her psychic powers.
Just donks her right in the head, and it's like, it's a great frame too. Please, like, if you go watch this episode, like fucking pause when that happens, because it's a great frame.
In fact, I will just show you the frame, folks. Give me just a minute. Have to adjust the size of this every time, but oh well. But yeah, it is a fantastic frame. Just donk.
Okay, since this character is actually like introduced now, she is in the OP.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. I didn't go back to
Yeah,
check.
she's in the OP. I don't think the fourth person has been seen yet,
No, I don't think so, because it's
or
the,
the sixth or whatever. Like, there's several people in the OP,
yeah.
but
But it's, yeah, there's a guy who I know is involved in the anime that hasn't shown up yet, who is in the OP. But yeah, anyway, so she does that, and then very openly, like, oh, Okarun, you're so cool. And it's just very, like, loud about being happy he's around.
and of course, it's like some shit talking towards the girl on the ground a little bit too.
Yeah.
Not that she fucking heard it at all, I don't think.
Yeah, she's probably in shock. But yeah, so they wrap that up. Go, hey, sorry. But then they have to deal with the fact, Okarun's balls are missing.
Yeah, he's got the shaft and not much else down there right now.
Yeah, he's got
According to
twig,
him.
no berries. And it's like, okay,
What do you want, Ember? Go away.
well, what the fuck do we do? And they start to realize, wait, Okarun's still showing some weirdness here.
Ember's doing that thing where like cats stretch and slowly walk across stuff by flipping their paws out. Just like,
Love it. But yeah, Okarun's still acting a little weird, still giving off weird vibes. So, Seiko, hits him with, one of those, warding fans.
yeah, some spirit banishing fan thing.
Yeah, gives him a donk on the head, and Momo notices, oh, the soul's different.
Yeah, the aura changed.
And so Seiko's like, all right, when the aura changes, pull. And she does, and a fucking cat demon thing appears.
No, they went and got one of the
Oh, that's
cat
right, that's
dolls.
right. They put the soul in the cat doll, that's right.
Yes.
But they pull it out, and it's Turbo Granny.
Yep. The cat is Turbo Granny. The cat in the OP and the ED is Turbo Granny.
Yeah, it be Turbo Granny, who talked shit to Seiko, of course. And they mutually kind of
Get out of here, fat boy.
threaten each other, because Turbo Granny goes, yeah, you're never going to get your balls back if you kill me, and I won't give them back otherwise either. So, unless you kill these two, screw you. And Okarun's like, no, and gets angry enough to transform again, which reveals he still has Granny's spiritual power. She's just the soul.
Yeah, just the consciousness, as Seiko puts it. Which I really, really like. I know I've talked about it before, but I really, really like Okarun's transformed design.
Yeah, the transformed design is real cool looking.
Like that shit's fantastic.
Yeah.
In any other series, he would be the protagonist,
Yeah, absolutely. Like, this is why it got past Shonen Jump. It's because he could be a protagonist in just about any other show. Like, the main protagonist, I should say, rather than the deuteragonist and usually the one who gives Momo an opening rather than dealing the killing blow.
Yeah, dude's the the best friend companion type,
Yeah.
or like the role of, at least in combat.
Yeah. Or really, he's kind of the role that women get subjected to in a deuteragonist situation where they're the backup.
Well, that's not exactly true, because they still have the typical masculine feminine split in their combat roles.
Yeah, and that he takes the front.
It's just that the results are swapped, right? Or the contribution, I guess, contribution amount.
Yeah, like the contribution percentage is where it changes.
Because, Momo is a mage and strategist, right? That's the same shit that the women always get in shonen battle shit. And then Okarun is kind of like super straightforward and physically imposing kind of deal.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's just
same shit as always.
It's just she actually gets to plan and strategize in a way that really is effective, and her powers contribute far more than his do. He's usually just the one who is their escape vehicle, or otherwise the one who makes an opening.
It will be interesting to see them actually go through a proper training arc at some point. I don't know if they ever fucking will. Like, I don't know if they'll ever get a chance, but it would be interesting to see that.
I would hope so. If only because this does go on for a bit. Because it's still in, publication and manga-wise.
Yeah, but like, it's dawn to dawn. You have no idea what's around the next corner.
That's fair. But I do feel like we're going to open up more options as we go.
Like, in the first episode, you get like a dick goblin granny spirit and like a bunch of weird frog aliens who speak in monotone talk about bananas.
Yeah.
Like that's how it starts.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get any less weird from there.
Yeah, it doesn't get any less weird. So it might be more that Momo and Okarun eventually expand what they know how to do just on the fly. But I kind of figure somebody will give them some amount of instruction.
Like, hopefully it's Seiko, because she actually knows a little bit of what the fuck she's doing.
Yeah, Seiko. Though it would be kind of funny if it was Seiko trains her granddaughter and Turbo Granny trains Okarun.
It would be funny, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
I don't know if it'll happen, but we are being saddled with Turbo Granny is sticking around.
Yeah, for the foreseeable future, at least.
Yeah, for the foreseeable future, she is in the fucking ED. She's probably going to stick around. She's probably going to point out, hey, there's some, tormented, young women ghosts who are the exact kind of people I want to help. Go fucking help them, or I will steal your balls again somehow.
Yeah.
Not that she needs to threaten them, but she can go, hey, oi, you got my powers, use them.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because, like, Momo does still play the role in the narrative of the traditional shonen battle protagonist and, like, making friends with the enemies thing.
Yeah, because she's like, yeah, I can't really hate you. You cared about those young girls. So, give him his balls back. We'll give you your powers back. And the episode ends with us going, oh yeah, I dropped them.
Like, yeah, I don't got him. I dropped him somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, bitch.
So, and
Fucking
now,
spirits.
now,
God damn it.
Now it's time to go hunt for his fucking balls. Scavenger hunt for some magically hidden balls. Who wants to bet that someone else finds them first?
The fucking... I cannot wait until you understand the rest of the OP and the ED, because I await your reactions.
Yeah.
Because if your reaction to finding out that Turbo Granny was the cat is any indication, the rest of it is also going to be really good.
Yeah. We are going to, or rather, I am going to try to watch episodes 6 and 7 between these 2 weeks, or between this week and next week, I should say. Cause just letting you know, if you're following along, I am going to try and watch 6 and 7 so we're caught up with Kat.
It's been 84 years since I saw a new episode.
Yeah. So we are going to try and catch up with Kat, rather.
Hey, you get your ass out of here. I don't need you like
But
bashing your
yeah,
skull on my
as
leg
Kat
right
said,
now.
this episode was a lot of characterization and good moments.
Really good characterization, mind, but like I'm not going to quote the whole dialogue of the entire thing at you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of fun where Momo is real excited to talk to him, and her friends are like, is this about her ex? What's going on? And she does not care about her ex at all.
Yeah, like I don't think the dude has crossed her mind since like episode 2.
Probably not. So,
I still absolutely fucking adore her friends.
oh yeah,
Her
her friends
friends
are
are
great.
amazing.
Yeah, her friends are great.
Do we know their names yet?
I don't think so. I literally think she's never said either of their names.
Haven't even got introduced to them yet. Like I hope they stick around and continue to be like them.
Please, these two are great. They're a great peanut gallery and good for the like school days bullshit
Absolutely.
and like the normal people things. Granted, who knows? Maybe they'll get involved in the spiritual or alien stuff. But they're fun as they are.
Potentially. But I think at least in this, the spirits and alien thing is dangerous enough that they're probably going to not like they're probably going to try and keep everyone out of it that they could possibly
Oh
can,
yeah,
right?
absolutely, 100%. Like if they do get involved, it's despite, not because of Momo and Okarun's actions.
Yeah.
But that can still happen.
And here's a question. Would they even be able to tell something was going on?
Probably not, actually, unless one of them has a spiritual power to them. Granted, normal people might be able to see aliens.
Potentially, maybe. I don't know about that one. I have no clue.
Yeah, because
But we do know already that like the spirits are not readily seen.
yeah, because from the perspective of everybody in the prior episode, Momo was just getting a piggyback ride.
Yeah, while Okarun ran really fast.
While Okarun ran really fast, and the crab breaking into the hot spring was considered an explosion, like a bomb.
Yeah, so we know that like the spirits at the very least can't like be seen by average people.
Yeah. So we'll have to see
Which
going
of course
forward.
means that Okarun was not exactly normal in the first place either, in that sense, because he saw Turbo Granny.
Yeah, like he originally saw Turbo Granny, though that might speak more to Turbo Granny's power in being at
That's
the
true,
location
yeah.
for the location spirit, and rather Okarun's, being able to see spirits after has to do with, oh yeah, he got possessed and exposed to Turbo Granny. Because it might
It's
just
kind
be,
of fucked up if like
yeah.
he completely lost his ability to see all spirits ever when like if he ever gave Turbo Granny her power back.
Yeah. Which I don't know if that's going to happen. Just because.
Yeah, I sincerely doubt it as well, but
Yeah, well, we'll have to see.
he's got to go find his balls first to find out.
Yeah, just fucking looking in the woods with a fucking flashlight. Like, all right, we gotta find this fucking thing. Or pair of things, rather.
Yeah, where's me nuts?
Yeah, yeah, those are kind of important. Again, though, trans girls going to Turbo Granny. Or trans femmes in general. Just going to Turbo Granny like, oi, get rid of these for me.
I don't think she leaves anything behind in its place, though.
She
So
does
it's more
not.
like going and getting like a a Barbie doll treatment.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like if you want that, like more power to you. But
Yeah, like
I
more
just don't
power
think
to you.
like most
But
people are gonna want what Turbo Granny's offering. You know?
that's fair. And I don't know if that's healthy in the long term.
Honestly, I'm just not gonna think about the mechanics of trying to piss after Turbo Granny gets you.
Yeah. Granted, usually it seems like Turbo Granny doesn't like just magically remove them. If what she did to the aliens are any indication.
I think that was her being more violent because more violent than usual because Momo was in sexual peril.
That's fair. Because that's a
Which is, I
combined.
wanted to say that in the first episode when we were doing this originally, but I couldn't because it wasn't revealed yet that Turbo Granny was protecting the spirits of those girls.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, Turbo Granny plus Okaru's desperation to save her.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I will be very interested going forward. Yeah, this is definitely an anime people are going to be talking about a decade later.
If only for how fucking weird it is and how well animated it is, right? Like,
Yeah,
I definitely think that the characters themselves deserve that treatment too, but I have no idea what's going to come out in the next 10 years, so
yeah,
it may be overshadowed by something.
maybe. But yeah, at the very least, it is going to be remembered by people who watch it, especially kind of in the same way people who watched Wooly Cooley are gonna remember it.
All I remember about Fooly Cooley is that it's a fucking fever dream.
It is a goddamn fever dream. It is an adolescent fever dream of just fucking weirdness and fourth wall breaks.
Something about a zit
Yeah, something about
that
like
grows into a horn or some shit. I don't know, dude.
yeah, it grows into a horn and then grows into a whole ass robot.
I don't think I even followed what was going on when I was watching it.
Yeah, it is very
And it's
weird.
been like fucking 15, 16 years since then, so like I got
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, it's very weird and very specific. Also, something about anti-alien, anti-magic, bushy eyebrows.
I don't remember that at all. I
Anyway,
remember her
that's the
fucking moped.
yeah. There's that. Fucking hits people with a guitar.
Yeah.
Granted, that was the most normal fucking thing about that show,
Yeah.
and
God.
I never watched the spiritual successor.
Oh, I heard it was garbage, so I never did.
Yeah. I don't know though, because I worry that, you know, people go, oh, this is garbage. to something that
Yeah.
goes from a male protagonist to a female protagonist, I'm like, I don't know if I believe you without watching it myself.
That's true. No, it at least like warrants a slightly deeper look than like hearing about it passively, I suppose.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Don to Don. So we're real excited for more.
What kind of like fucks with me about Don is that even the promotional art like seems wholly committed to the bit of like tricking people into thinking that Okaru is the main character.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like you can see on the promotional art that I've got up, like that Okaru is standing in front of Momo, which of course like also reflects their roles in combat, but that's not usually how you design like promotional art, right? You usually have the primary characters up front.
Yeah. Yeah, and so many of the promotional art, he's standing in front of her, whether that's the just a simple art of there are two human forms standing in front of each other, or there's one for the on the IMD page, which is Okaru transformed and in front of everybody, while we have a pink-haired girl and red-haired boy also in there.
Oh yes, our fourth misfit.
Yes, our fourth misfit.
I don't know that fucker's name.
Uh,
I don't remember it at least. I'm pretty sure I've seen him, but I just don't. I don't remember his name.
yeah. Let's see. I've only seen one key visual where he's not standing in front of her, and that's the two of them running away from Turbo Granny. And so they're side by side.
Yeah, fair play. I love the utter commitment to the bit, genuinely. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like the bit shouldn't be necessary, but it is also really funny.
Yeah, like it should not be necessary in the fucking slightest. Oh, I also like how Okaru's hair just continues to get messier and thus nicer looking rather than his fucking bowl cut.
Yeah, who the fuck ever thought that the bowl cut looked good? Stop that.
I don't know if they ever thought it looked good as much as it was easy to do when boys shouldn't care about their appearance.
Yeah, fuck's sake.
Which, sincerely,
Get
fuck
yourself a
that.
better haircut, you fucking nerds.
But yeah, the fact that he just has this fucking bowl cut at the start, but then just as more and more weird shit happens to him, his hair gets weirder and thus more nice looking. Until he's got a nice shaggy look to him.
Yeah, at the very least, he looks a lot. He starts to become more like his spirit form, right?
Yeah, it becomes more like these wavy things, and yeah, it's much more like his spirit form.
Which, of course, that's like absolutely why his hair isn't going back down into the fucking bowl cut, is because the influence of his spirit form. That's not confirmed anywhere from what I know. Like anything, it's just it just feels that way. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah, and I do like how Okaru's transformation has changed up a little bit now that it's more his than Turbo Granny's.
Yeah, the big fucking mouth is gone.
Yeah,
At least for now.
the big mouth isn't present because he's not chomping off. He's not chomping off dicks for now. It is much more focused on probably the speedster side of things, I would guess.
I would assume so. Yeah. What the hell can like how is Momo's abilities going to fucking progress? Because of course, like Okarun will be able like to run faster for longer. Of course,
Yeah.
that'll be his thing, being faster for more time.
Probably greater reach for Momo because she's already gotten better because she was able to catch the cat Turbo Granny without
Yeah, without
looking
seeing
at
her.
her. Yeah. So there's going to be that. Her being able to perceive exactly what's going on with somebody's soul. Like, just from sheer, okay, I've experienced something like this before. And, this is what a
Mm.
humans looks like. This is what a possessed humans looks like. This is what a spirit looks like, kind of thing. And starting to be able to interpret what she's seeing and feeling to what the actual situation is.
You're clawing out of my journal, you little shit. I don't give a no. You're not allowed to claw my journal. It's not your scratching post. Neither's my chair. Come to think of it, stop it. I can't tell if he thinks I'm playing or not.
Yeah.
Because
Probably
he's slowly batting at the journal. Leave it alone, little shit.
doing some of the exorcism shit that Seiko knows how to do. Like, I'm sure she's going to incorporate those barriers into her skill set at some point.
That would be interesting. I wonder if she'll change out her earrings for something else in that case, because like her kind of earring could go very well with like creating a talisman.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, she'll probably stuff a fucking talisman into her shirt at some point.
Yeah, I can see that. Hmm. I have a vague idea of what Ira will do, but not the other guy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we'll have to fucking see.
Interesting that I actually like remember all of the characters' names. Like for fucking once, I actually remember all the characters' names like that have been named.
And yeah, I'll probably read the manga once I'm caught up to Don just because I can't wait for the next season.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wait 2 or 3 years for the next season of this. It's not happening. Like as soon as I'm done with like this season, I'm just gonna go read the manga. Any lesser anime that you've been keeping an eye on lately, or is this all you've been watching?
This is all I've been watching so far. I do intend to again get into that one isekai featuring the animator woman
Zenshu.
Zenchu. That's it.
I have not watched the last 2 episodes, I think. Or is it just the most recent one? I don't know. Something like that, but that's because it came out after my fucking video card died and I just haven't gotten around to it yet because of it.
Fair
Uh,
enough.
Let me pull up my list. That's the wrong. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, there's like it's just Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf, Zenshu, Dad's Been Reincarnated, uh, Solo Leveling Season 2, and Guild Receptionist, but all solo a any boss to clock out on time. Which that last one it's very much like a power fantasy, but it's also power fantasy with a character that really doesn't care about being strong. She just wants to go home.
Which, valid.
Yeah. She's like, she doesn't give a shit that she's got a lot of power. She just wants to, like, do her job, clock out, and, like, go home and then, take her paid days off and go do her thing. She just wants, like, a normal, stable life.
Which, again, fair.
Yeah, absolutely. Which this is another one of those that I read a lot of the manga for, and I don't actually remember anything about the manga past where the anime is right now, which is kind of fucking weird, considering I started reading it like 2 years ago. I haven't caught up in a while, obviously. Otherwise, I would remember something past that, but like as it stands, nope, not anything. I got nothing.
Yeah. Otherwise, I am keeping my eye out for how good Avowed is, which is the first-person fantasy RPG from Obsidian. That'll come out on February 18th.
I want to be excited for that, but I just can't muster up any excitement for it.
Yeah, it's one of those I'm just gonna have to wait and see. Because, yeah, I don't necessarily have excitement for it, but if they manage it and manage to make something that can compete with something like Skyrim, and feels
I
much
do
better to
want
play.
someone to finally fucking dethrone Skyrim. Please, for the love of all the gods, I cannot stand Bethesda making so much fucking money off of this goddamn game. It came
Yeah.
out when I was still in high school. I'm sick of it.
Yeah. So I'm
And of course, I'm
hopeful.
bitching about that while I build a fucking like mod list for people who follow. uh,
Yeah.
but that's because the mods themselves are cool as shit, not because Skyrim is.
Yeah. And it's not that Skyrim is that great a platform for modding, it is just because it is the only open world game in town.
I wish. I wish this fucking game was easy to mod. Goddamn Warcraft 3 is easier to mod.
Yeah. Other than that, haven't really been watching or playing anything new, but I am going to be fiddling around more with Wonder Draft, which is the world map maker for stuff like
Yeah, yeah, I've got
TTRPGs
that
and
installed
things.
on my computer right now. I just haven't used it in a while because, you know, fuck me in like my ailing health.
Yeah, health plus now you just fucking can't.
Well, I mean, I can't use my tablet, but I could fucking load it up and use my mouse. But that sounds like hell for my busted ass wrist.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, did I fucking say this on stream? On Friday, or I think it was Thursday actually. When I was getting ready to like start making sure I would make it to the fucking clinic at the appointment time. So staying up later and trying to nap, blah blah blah. Moving the sleep schedule around. Um, I tested my wrist like I usually do. My right wrist, the one that's all fucked up and it's got a hole in it. And I realized that sometime in the past couple of weeks, I have suddenly been able to get full like range of movement in my wrist now. I have no idea why.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that on one stream, but I forget which one it was, so I don't know if it was on yours or mine. But yeah, interesting.
Yeah, like I still it still hurts to do the same shit, but like for whatever reason I can actually bend my hand back all the way now. I don't get it. What the fuck are bodies? Why are they like this? Someone want to like invest a whole lot of money into cybernetics and like mechanical prosthetics and shit like that, so I can just like not deal with this ever again,
Yeah.
please.
Uh, but yeah, this is actually my first time using a tablet with it because I haven't booted up WonderGraft since getting my tablet.
It's been a while then, yeah. I think I did the continent of Darum with a tablet, but I can't remember. I may have just like generated a landmass over and over and over again until I found something roughly right.
Yeah, yeah, like that's one way to do it. And like it works. Like there is a good amount of variation.
I'm pretty sure I have a copy of Dungeon Craft somewhere too. That one's for dungeon maps specifically,
Yeah,
rather than
dungeon
like
maps
world or
and
country
anything of
maps.
that scale.
Yeah, dungeon cities, whatever the fuck. Uh, pretty. Someone sent it to me in an email. I think I should track that shit down. I actually own Wonder Draft though. Uh, I don't remember who the hell it was, but someone in, I want to say, Flack Blag's chat, which is a streamer that I follow, um, bought Wonder Draft for me like 3 or 4 years ago. I want to say, back when I had the health to actually like be in people's chats. I still don't know why this person bought it for me. Like, I'm not gonna complain. I have no idea.
Yeah, fair enough. I think that's it
Anyhow,
for today.
there was something I wanted to say for the rest of the rambling thing, but now I don't remember what the fuck it was. I gotta assume that you don't remember either.
Yeah, I've got no clue where you were going with anything.
Yes. I can't even remember what the fuck I was talking about like right before that. Granted, that was like an hour and a half or more ago, so I'm not surprised I don't remember, but still, I wish I did remember. Oh right, that's what it was. It was about the fucking or at least I think it was about the gods watching you in Manhwa.
Yeah.
How the fuck did I remember that? I fucking whatever. Anyway, it I don't know where the modern incarnation of it came from, but it might be from like Greco-Roman kind of myth where like the Iliad and the Odyssey and all that shit were
Indeed, the gods are watching you.
yeah, the gods were definitely watching. And the modern variant may be that combined with Twitch chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Like it is very much like people using pseudonyms to send you weird messages and then like paying you to do shit or just paying you because you did something funny, depending on the person.
Yeah. Yeah,
Gods as
absolutely
Twitch
fair.
chat is a fucking weird and interesting idea.
It is definitely a phenomenon, which uh, if any of you folks do play D&D or D&D adjacent things, Warlock, but their patron is Twitch chat. Think about it. You could do some funny things with that, depending.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just thinking like further, like I taking the that idea to a further extreme. Warlock, but your patron is a VTuber manager.
I could also see that, yes. But I do feel like Twitch chat is more capricious.
Very true. But if you did it with the manager way, then you'd still have Twitch chat, and you would also be getting like the corporate fuckery.
That's fair.
Oh, I did have an interesting idea. Shit, I think it was this morning. I was gonna say yesterday, but no, I'm pretty sure it was this morning. Why does that feel like 2 days ago? Gods. Whatever. Anyway, someone, I think, I can't remember if I sent you the meme or you sent me the meme or someone posted it in the Discord or if I found it somewhere. I don't know, but there was a meme that made me think of it's like I'm pretty sure I can fucking find this thing again.
But what did it make you think of before you lose track?
Okay, it was a comment that I found on like when I was reading. That's what it was. Okay. It was someone saying that they would read I'm a villainess who went back in time to win a man's heart, but I fucked up both times.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought of like, of course, because it's me and people know me very well, someone said, okay, that, but make it gay. And I was like, yeah, obviously, it's me. What do you mean? Uh, and then I thought it might be interesting, like genuinely, to have someone reverse time like 7 or 8 times in a row, just like constantly every time they fuck up or something happens, some awful calamity happens, and they just keep preventing awful calamities. But every time they prevent one, another one happens, and then they have to do it all over again. I think that would be deliciously fucked up. I don't know if like that was coherent at all.
Yeah.
Have I been okay? I have not been abated by the whims of the internet. Excellent.
Yeah, that is some good shit.
It still doesn't match my my Battlefield Rebus idea, but
Yeah, that is fair.
they can't always be on the level of the Battlefield Rebus. If they were, I would not have to worry about money ever again because everything I would write would like fly off the fucking shelves easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I think that's it for today. I'm
Yeah.
gonna finish eating my noodles that I made on stream.
Yeah, short one today, but we definitely had a good time with the anime, and we are looking forward to next week.
Yeah, if my video card hadn't busted, we might have gotten like Rare season 2, but no, the fucking video card.
Yeah. Yeah. We will We will try and do Ray Earth when we do get the video card, and we will try and get back to Umineko.
Please, gods.
We want to finish it this year.
Sometime. Please. Ryukishi, why did you make so much?
He really did. Alright. Have a good night, everybody.
See you guys next Wednesday.
Yeah, see ya.